I have two different can openers here that I wanted to show you. Both of these can openers have some different features, so let me show them each to you so you can see which one you think is the better option for you. So I'm going to start with this black one right here. This one is a rechargeable can opener. It comes with the cord you need to recharge it with. So it recharges with the USB-C, and of course it has the regular USB on the other end, so you would just plug it into an adapter that you already have, because it does not come with an adapter. And to see what it looks like, just here on the front of the can opener, or I guess you would actually call this the top, you can see there's a single button up here. This is how you turn it on and start it running. And then down here, you'll see that there is the USB-C plug. This is where you charge it. And right beneath the USB-C plug, you can see there's a tiny little dot there. That's a light. So while you're charging it, while it's plugged in, you'll be able to see that lit up. And then once it finishes charging, it'll change colors. So if you turn it over on the bottom side of the can opener, you can see that up here at the top, this is the cutting wheel right here. And then right below it, this is the gear. And then down here in the middle, there's a small round metal piece right here. This is the magnet. So that's all the parts here, and it's pretty simple to use. Basically, both of these can openers, they have a cutting wheel and they have a gear. And then you can see there's a small gap between the cutting wheel and the gear right there. So right there, this little gap, that's where the top, the lip of the can is. We're gonna just, you're gonna fit it right there between that gap. So that's what this one looks like. Like I said, this one is rechargeable. It will run about 100 times before you need to recharge it. So this thing stays powered for quite a while. And this one is the black color. So this is the rechargeable one. Now let's take a look at the other one that I have. So this red one here, this one is not rechargeable. This one requires 4 AA batteries. So whenever the batteries start to run out, you would just replace them with more AA batteries. So if that's something you prefer, rather than the rechargeable option, then this might be the better option for you. So just to see the different parts of the can opener, this one on top, it has just the single button right here and then nothing else on this side of the can opener. Then on the back of it, you can see there is a cutting wheel up here, but it's covered up by this plastic piece. And then right here is the gear. You can see there's that small gap between those two pieces. That's where you'll fit the lip of the can that you're gonna open. And then down here, you can see there is a magnet here as well. That's what lifts the can off the lid once it's opened. And then down here at the bottom, you can see there is this battery door. This is where you're gonna put your AA batteries. Okay, so I'll open this up and you can see that this is where the batteries go, and then it has this ribbon here. You'll make sure this runs underneath the batteries and then it sticks out, because when you're ready to remove the batteries, you'll pull that ribbon and it'll easily pop the batteries out for you. So let me put the battery door back on and I can show you how these work. All right, so I have a couple of cans here. We're gonna open both of these. So both of these can openers work very similarly. Basically, whenever you're going to put the can opener on the can, you will just want to make sure the lip of the can fits between the gear and the cutting wheel, and you'll know because it will be fit inside in that small gap, and then it won't, the can opener won't slide off of the can. And then same thing with the black one. If you put the can opener in the right place, it's not gonna slide off of the top of the can. So basically the way you do it is you'll have your can just sitting here on your countertop, and then you'll put your can opener right here in the right place. All right, both of these are in the right place. And to start both of these, you'll just press the button that's here on top. So once you press that button, they will both start running and automatically bring the lid off each of these cans. So there is one difference between both of these. This one that's rechargeable, this one will automatically stop when it finishes removing the lid of the can. This one over here, the non-rechargeable one, this one will not automatically stop. Once it finishes opening the can, you'll have to press the button again to stop the can opener from running. So that's just two things to be aware of. So the rechargeable one, let's start with this one first. So I'm gonna start this one so we can see what it looks like when it's opening. Okay, so it finished opening the can, and then you can see it reversed a little bit. That's where it's releasing the hold from the can. Okay, so now to take the lid off the top of the can, you might have to loosen it up a little bit, and then the magnet should pick up the can from the top, and you can just throw it away from there. So one thing I really like about the way this can opener works is it doesn't leave you with any sharp edges, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself, which with a traditional can opener, you know, you'll have those really sharp edges around the top of the can, and so I appreciate that this one doesn't have those sharp edges. So now let's try out this one over here that's not rechargeable. So I'll just press the button to start it, and then when it gets to the point that it finishes opening the can, I'll be able to hear it. So I'll press the button again to stop it. Okay, so this one finished opening the can, and you can see that it already grabbed on to the top of the lid right here. So I can just take this and throw it in the trash, or I'm just setting it aside for now. And so this one too also doesn't leave you with any sharp edges. This one also leaves you with the smooth edge as it removes the top of the can. So that's a great feature of this one as well. So you can see both of these cans are opened. It was basically you just set the can opener in the correct place, and then you press the start button, and that's it. And then this one, when it stops opening, of course you have to press the button again to stop it. So that's one slight difference between these two, but essentially they both work the same. So some of the things that I really like about these, they both just work really well. They're really simple to use. I appreciate having an electric can opener. And you know, sometimes when you have that hand crank can opener, it's really frustrating. Sometimes you struggle to get it on the right place, and then it can really make your hand tired while you're doing, you know, turning the handle. And if you have several cans to open, then you're just really going to tire your hands out. So it's good to have one of these on hand whenever you need it. I know when I make something like taco soup, there's probably like 8 cans I have to open, and I don't want to have to do that by hand. So it's great to have an electric can opener like one of these. And I like that both of these are relatively lightweight. They're not super heavy, and they're portable. Neither of them have like a long cord that you have to deal with. And basically, if you need to take a can opener with you somewhere, both of these are portable enough that you can easily throw these into a bag or pack them with your camping gear or wherever you need to be able to open cans while you're out and about. You can take either one of these with you, or say if you take your lunch to work and if for some reason you don't have a can opener at work, you can put one of these in your lunch bag too. So I think both of these are great options. Basically, it just comes down to if you prefer to have a rechargeable option or if you prefer to use your own batteries in here. Either one is a great option. I think both of these have worked really well for me, and I think you would be pleased with either one. So hopefully you found this helpful, and thank you for watching.